We are up and running. All right. So, I want to make sure everything here is working the way it should. So now I can minimize this and go over a few things. So, I'll go ahead and turn this on. All right. Everything there is good. All good there. So, let me go ahead and start placing some things here. This isn't much corruption as it is more video production, video editing. This kind of goes over how I make videos. So anyway, um, doing my Discord shit really quick. Um, let's see. I'm gonna put in my YouTube in the YouTube channel here. Entirely related. Basically goes over how I make the videos themselves. I cannot spell. I am like the sloppiest typist ever. Okay. Now just... What? No, that's not what I wanted. Apparently I cannot copy and paste properly either. I'll try that again. It's like, copy, you son of a bitch. Alright. Now I can go back and, there we go. I don't know if I really need to post this elsewhere. It's not really all that relevant, but I know that Urkelzar wants to watch this, so that's why I put it on his channel. My channel and his channel. That's all the relevant places that I think this can go. So, this is more of a technical video on how I make my actual videos for YouTube. So this is a new platform. It's TurboGrafx-16, so frame rates and resolutions are different, so we gotta take that into account when we make the video, because they're important, because you need that for things like pixel uniformity, things like that. Important things. So we'll start off and we'll look at virtual dub here. And I've got one of the clips here for iteration 10 because I just finished all the videos here. I don't want to spoil too much, so I just got on the title screen, but you can probably see the title, get an idea of what could possibly happen. I add like a very short description in my file names. That's just kind of how I keep track of what corruption is what. It kind of gives me a general idea of it, more or less. But in Virtual Dub, if we go to file information here, we can get like a general idea. So apparently, it runs at about 59.826 frames per second. I have found that most classic video games do not run at a solid 60. It's always like it's always within a frame or two. For some reason, I kind of wish it was more exact, but it is not. I also use Labyrinth lossless codec for recording these things. It's one of two lossless codecs I use. Then I use the MBV for uploading to YouTube. It compresses a little bit better than Labyrinth. And I don't think YouTube supports it. Or is it Labyrinth or Labyrinth? I think it's Labyrinth. So, oh, I've got someone already. Mists of Nowhere. You know what? Something just dawned on me. I really should put the chat over on my main, like all the way over here. And I'll probably be able to see it better if it's on my main monitor. Don't know why I didn't do that before. I just now thought about that. So yes, hi. Just as a heads up, it's also a little bit of an AMA since there's going to be a lot of boring editing going on, more or less. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Let's go into these are just kind of some notes. So I'm going to make a quick note about the resolution. So resolution is going to be 256 by what was it? 232. So that's different. Usually with Nintendo, Super Nintendo, whatever. It's usually like 240 or 224 or something along those lines. Usually not 232, which is weird. So we'll have to make some adjustments there. And then 59.826 frames a second. So I'm a sloppy typist. Okay. So yeah. So that's important because we need to make. There are a few things that we need to make. We need to make the iteration cards, make sure that they're the right resolution. Um, we also need to find the pixel aspect ratio. And I believe I looked this up before a long time ago, but I still want to kind of show the site because I think it's important. Um, so basically, in order to make sure that it's in the right aspect ratio, we got to figure out the size of the pixels and the shape of the pixels. For Nintendo, Super Nintendo, some Genesis video modes, it's like 8:7. Um, so you'll see when I start to make the video that then I kind of use that for pixel uniformity and proper sizing and whatnot. Again, I think it's important. I'm not some idiot that doesn't do those types of adjustments. I'm definitely not the type of idiot that would stretch to like 69 because people who do that are just abject fucking morons that don't give a shit about how the game's supposed to look. Anyway, so let me turn this off really quick. Just because I just gotta grab some. I don't want any weird pages showing up here. So actually, we need to do. If we do, wait, Control Shift New, right? There we go. So, and then it's like pin 8. Here we are. Okay. So, we're going to minimize that and then kind of move this. Well, there we go. Now we can kind of just kind of adjust it like so here. I need to sneeze. Okay. So, let me go ahead and turn this back on. There we are. Okay, so I can actually adjust this just a little bit here. There we are. All right, so this will kind of tell you what the pixel aspect ratios are. So what we need to do is we need to find the one for the TurboGrafx, which I believe is this one right here, like the 8:7. So it's the 256 pixel display of the TMS 9918. So and other VTPs inspired by it. NES, TurboGrafx-16, Super NES. So anything that's a 256 pix display mode usually is going to have the 8:7 aspect ratio. So doing 8:7, which makes things easy because I already have iteration things that are that pixel aspect ratio, but we need to correct it so that's 256 to 232. So we're probably going to base it off my original Nintendo ones. So that'll be fun. So this is like my assets folder. It is a mess. I really need to go through and so we're going to do excuse me. We're going to actually, yeah, let's just copy all of them because I'm being. Wait, why don't I just do this? Wait, I didn't want to. Yeah, just use Explore. Thank you. I was using TerraCopy because I was doing moving some backups around that my wife had. So we're going to do this and just do TG16. Okay. So, let's look at the size for this really. Whoa. Okay, we don't need it that big. Okay. So I have this at 240 by 224. So what I need to do and this is going to be the fun part, is, I mean, I need. I'm trying to think of the best way to go about this. Probably if we just expand the canvas. So if we were to do something like, this is a pain in the butt. Hold on. So image. I know there is a canvas size. So canvas color is that. So really, I can't just set it to set total. There we go, and then just anchor. I don't know if we're going to run a test here and see what happens. So we're going to make this like that. And then we're going to set the total canvas size in pixels. So hopefully, if we change it to what was it again? 256 by 232. Okay, so 256 by 232. And then we hit OK. Okay, good. So that is centered, and that should be fine. So if we do this, so now here comes the fun part. So we need to do some sort of batch operation to make them all that size. So there is some sort of batch operation. I just gotta figure out where it is. Ah, here it is. Staring me right in the face. Okay, so we'll have to fix iteration 1 because there's a way that I do this where basically how to put this into words. I encode my video in for 3 parts. I have the intro, then I have the iterations, then I have the outro. The iteration 1 is part of the intro. So iteration 1 is going to be in high resolution. But when I make the iterations, the actual content, I do it in the native resolution. So it's low resolution basically. And it has its pixel aspect ratio converted to compensate for it. So when this gets blown up, it should be in the proper aspect ratio, is what I'm trying to say. So we need all these iterations here, and we need to add them. There we go. So batch conversion, output, fuck that. Okay, so ping. All right, and then use advanced options. I believe we can do a canvas. Let's see here. Set new size. Shit, maybe we can't. That's going to be because we can crop. Uh-oh. Ah, there it is. Got it. Okay. Um, and we want to change the canvas size to fuck. What was it again? 256, 232. Okay. 256, 232. There we go. Center, canvas color black. Boom. And okay. All right. Oh, output folder for result files. There we go. I wonder if it will be nice and just overwrite, because that's kind of what we want. So let's see what happens. Ah, fuck you. Okay. Return the batch. So we need to do just put it in a temp folder for the time being. There we go. So exit batch. So now these should be 256 by 232. And that should be more or less centered. So now we just take these and paste them here. I said paste them here. Why is that not pasting? I got to figure out I installed TerraCopy, and I really got to figure out how to make it stop doing that. It's like I really want to use TerraCopy for There we go. So now what we've got to do for iteration 1 is we've got to basically change this from 1568 and so wait 1920, but huh, I never noticed that. I need to sneeze again. Hold on. Pardon me. I never noticed that it was 1920 by 1568. I think it doesn't matter just because of the fact that um, Vegas kind of doesn't stretch. It just retains aspect ratio, so it's not that big of a deal. Um, yeah, I'm not too sure why I have it like that, but it's not a big deal. But we do need a calculator because I don't feel like doing math in my head. So, um, so it is. I cannot remember numbers to save my life. 232 times 8. 232 times 8. So in total, it's going to be 1856. Good to know. So now I need to make a note of that. HD res 1856. So like that. Okay. And vertical res. Okay. So now we need to go to this iteration 1, and what we're going to do is we're just going to be lazy about it. Do I have that open? No, I don't. So we're going to do the canvas size again. If I could find it. Oh, here it is. Method 2. 1920. I'm going to change this back to black, of course. That's not black. That's black. All right. So 1920 to what was it again? 1856? Yeah. That's going to be pretty big. Oh. All right. So that is fine. I think it'll be just slightly smaller when everything gets converted over. It's not a huge deal, honestly, but um, but it's fine. Okay, so and then save as iteration 1, ping, yes, and really quick, let's compress those better. I have kind of like this OCD about like compressing these things here. So boop. I mean not gonna it's not going to compress all that much except for iteration 1, but it's nice to have smaller files. And yes, I know I'm weird when it comes to that. These I don't think I'm going to worry about right now. I don't think I'm ever going to do 100 iterations of a TurboGrafx-16 game, so we don't need that. I don't think we need PAL. I'm not even too sure if the TurboGrafx-16/PC engine ever made it to PAL regions. Did it? I'd have to look that up because now I'm kind of wondering. Maybe, maybe not. Don't know. So, um, the seizure ones I want to keep at some point, but I need to put a note that they're still like NES. But I don't think there was anything in my corruptions that were like really seizure inducing, so I'm not going to worry about it right now. So, all right, so we have that. So I think we're good to actually start making the video, because that's something that we definitely needed. So, okay. So let's get rid of these. Definitely get rid of these. Get rid of the temp folder. This. Still NES. Again, being lazy about it. All right. I don't think we need the GIMP file for this. We don't really need crashed either, honestly. That was for the. This was when I did like the 10-year anniversary, and I did 100 Mario corruptions. So we just care about TG16. So with that said, um, let's go ahead and start getting this ready here. So I'm gonna open up Vegas here. I'm also gonna check and see if there's anything going on in my other channels. Not really, and that's fine. I'm gonna have to adjust the size of this here really quick, just to make it a little bit easier. And I'm pretty sure people are wondering if I have a legitimate copy of Vegas. I don't. So, um, my views on Vegas, really quick, before I begin, is that it's a necessary evil. I don't really like pirating software these days. It's a hassle. You have to worry about malware. Um, I don't. I kind of feel a little bit more guilty these days, even though I pirate a bunch of old retro ROMs and everything. When it comes to like productivity software, I kind of feel a little bit guilty about it. I don't know why. I don't know why I have these weird ethical double standards, but I've tried to move on to like free video editors. Like I think DaVinci Resolve's one of them, and Shotcut, and all these others. I tried all of them, and they all sucked. In one way or another, they all sucked. And I just kind of threw my hands up in the air. I was like, guess I'm stuck with Vegas. So yeah. We're just gonna do Vegas. So anyway, so the first thing that's up is let me see here. No, those are the ROMs. Where's the other? They both have the same name, Bonk's Revenge. Okay, so these are all of the various clips that we have. Some iterations have more than one, because I try to cut things down for time. So you can kind of get a general idea of what this video is going to be about just by kind of looking at the titles. So it's a little bit of a Why is my video shitting itself? What the fuck? Well, that's a different type of corruption. No, seriously, what the fuck is going on with my video? Hold on. Okay. That's fine. That was just fucking weird. And if I had to guess, I think it's this cheap ass camera that is just glitchy. Or what the fuck was that? I'm gonna close this and hopefully it'll behave itself. I don't know if that was a weird glitch with NVIDIA or it's doing it again, which is really strange. I may want to. I'm not too sure what I want to do because I mean, on one hand, I don't want this to glitch out all the time, but on the other hand, it's kind of relevant to my channel. So it's what the fuck is this? See, the weird thing is, it'll start to behave again once I pull up the NVIDIA broadcast, I think. Oh, or maybe it's not. Let's see. See now it's behaving. So it's making me think that it might be something fucky with the video broadcast. So do I fix this or do I just let it fuck itself? No, no, it's still doing a little bit. What happens if I like move it like over here? Is it still going to shit itself? Maybe I'll just leave this running like right here, and maybe that will no, it's still what the fuck? No, it's I've never seen that happen before. And that's going to suck if it keeps doing that because I've got you know, I've got classes to teach and I need, working video. Okay. Now that I'm thinking about it, let me try something here. Um we're going to get to fixing this, but I'm just going to unplug and replug in this stupid camera. So hold on. This is a cheapo camera that was from Colombia, and it's probably some cheap. Okay, let's see if didn't seem to happen until you opened Vegas. Maybe could Vegas be doing that? Can you still hear me? Um, okay, you should be able to still hear me just fine. Okay, so let me see if maybe it is a Okay, so maybe it is an issue with some sort of weird compatibility issue with Vegas. I don't know why Vegas would do that though. It doesn't really make much sense because I'm not using like a feed or anything. We'll see. We'll see if it plays nice now. Um, Again, this I wouldn't be surprised if it was the camera because this is a cheap piece of shit. So, all right. So we need to take all this and move it in here. So now we've got video. Now, next is we go into our assets. We're going to go into the TG-16 that we just made. And we're going to take iteration 2 to 10 and put it in there. We need sound effects. We all know that we use sound effects here. So for this part of the video, we're going to, let's see here. I thought about using TurboGrafx sound effects, but, and this is a big but here, I don't know enough about the TurboGrafx-16 to really pick anything good. So we're just going to stick with the tried and true Kirby's Quick Draw, like, so we'll just call it Kirby.wave. Why is it not FLAC? I'm lazy. I really need to make these into FLAC files. I think that would be nice. Because I'm sure Vegas is fine with FLAC files. It's just 160 KB. And yet I was compressing pings and only saving a few bytes each. But yeah, I'm not very consistent, am I? So, is there anything else that we need? I'm trying to think here. No, not at the moment. So what I like to do is I like to just grab all these and just kind of drag it in here, and then we'll adjust as needed. Oh, wait. I forgot that. We need to adjust the video settings first. So we need to make a new profile since I've never done a TurboGrafx-16 video before. Totally fucking forgot about that. It's good thing that's a good thing I just remembered. So I think it's Shift Enter or Control Enter or Alt Enter. There we go. Project property. I think it was Alt Enter. So what we need to do is we'll start with the NES original uncropped. It's raining. You probably can't hear it, but it's raining in the broadcast. It looks like unplugging and replugging in my camera seem to have fixed the glitchiness as well. So, that's the one thing about living in a tropical country. It rains a lot, so even though you guys can't hear it, I'm gonna have to speak over it. So if I start to get louder, that's why. So, um, so what we need to do is we need to change the height to fuck. What was it again? 230 something, 232. So we need to change the height to 232, and we need to change the frame rate to 59826. If it lets me. Sometimes it won't let me. Okay. Now, is there anything else that we need to do? Time and frames, audio is okay. Good, good, good. So, and then we're going to save this as TG16 232. So, I think the TG16 has video registers that can kind of change the vertical resolution a bit and kind of do a fine adjustment to it. So, if I ever do another TG16 game, there's no guarantee that it'll be 232. So, I'm just going to call this TG16 232. So I think that's a good idea. So now we're good. Okay. So that is what we're going to. Wait a second. I could have sworn I just called. Let's try again. And this one we just get rid of. Now if we do, there we go. Now we're good. Okay. So now we are able to like do this. So I mean, it's not gonna change much. I don't think it shouldn't change much because we made our own profile based off of the off of that. So okay. Anyway, so basically, man, it's gonna get really rainy here. I know you can't hear it, but it sucks. All right. Usually, I like to zoom this all the way in to where it's by seconds. I hit the right click by accident. So we're going to do it like that. So you can kind of see everything happening here. This was from the live stream where we're showing the things here. So, in order to do this quickly, the best way that I have found to do it is if you hold Control Alt and then the arrow keys, it goes from one clip to the next like this, and that makes it easier to edit. So, again, if you want to ask me anything, go ahead. What we're going to do is or what we need to do is, let's see here. It's been a while. So, actually, I think I do it by half second marks here. So hold on. There we go. That's better. Okay. So, actually, I know what. That's not quite correct. So I want to do it like this. Man, it's been a while since I've. There we go. Because I don't want this to fade out or anything. I find it. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Thank you. So I found that only fading out the top thing here is a lot better, like that. See, or at least I think that works better. So So now what we can do is we can move it like here. And whenever I'm clipping content, I always clip it to the next half second. I can't think straight right now. So here, and then I do a half second fade out like that. Now we're going to move this over, and then we're going to put in the title card for iteration 2 with Kirby. So you know it goes. So you know basically. So um, you'll start to notice that my my video editing is very basic. I just like to keep things simple. That, and you know, it's quicker to do, and you know, straight and to the point. I mean, fuck, I've been doing this for what, 12 years? Why change? So anyway, so did it. Okay, good. I want to make sure that both of them got that. So um, two was I think I was going to do iteration 2 with like the live stream, and then once I was done with the live stream, I'm like, okay, 2 is not very good. So I decided to redo iteration 2. So this is something different. So starting from 2 is stuff you haven't seen before. So we just move that over. We take 3 and kind of move that over. And then we make sure both of these are selected, and we again fade it out by a half second. And then we put the next one in. So that'll be iteration 3 with the Kirby. Iteration 3 is also just one clip, so that makes things easy. So we're going to move this over, and then again, half second fade out. We're going to put in. So this is actually pretty straightforward, but you know, there were people out there that wanted to know how I make videos and kind of a behind the scenes sort of thing. So, again, if you have any questions for me, I kind of like how this faded in. It's kind of cool colors there. Anyway, yeah, this was called Funky Demo Time. So this was yeah, pretty interesting stuff. Okay, so in case you couldn't tell, there's going to be a little bit of like spoilers here and there, looking at the timeline and everything. But so if you want to watch the video and not be spoiled, then you know, then of course don't don't watch this. So again, I'll have a second. Then we gotta do iteration 5. So and that is going to be with the Kirby. I wish I had some sort of scripting that did all this for me, but I'm not too sure how I would script all this. Okay, this one actually has a few cuts, so we have to go to this next one, move this down, and kind of move this over. Then half second crossfade, which is the top one fading out. I like blue bonk. It's just the new flavor of bonk. Okay. Then we move this over, like so. Again, half second crossfade. And we want to fade out the dominant, or fade in, instead of fading out, now we're fading in the top video. So then it, you know, just kind of looks like this, which again works very well. See? Like so. I think a long time ago I did that one track crossfade, and it just didn't work very well for certain things. It just didn't look as nice, and then I realized that if I just fade in and fade out the top video track, it looks a lot better. So I know, yeah, it's probably, you know, amateur hour at the video editing booth, but at least I was able to figure that out on my own. I'm like, yeah, that makes more sense. So again, that's the end of iteration 5. So move iteration 6 over, and then again, make sure that we do a half-second crossfade. Now we're on to 6, I believe, right? Yep, 6. So I need to move this a little bit more. And then I also have a half-second gap between the end of the iteration and the title card. So I think that's important. You don't want to immediately go through like have like a nice half-second gives you a moment to breathe, I guess. I think it just looks better. I can't explain why. I'm sure that there's some sort of scholarly reason why you'd want to have a half-second pause. I just think I think just going immediately is too abrupt, I guess. But if you look like that, well, of course you need the Kirby in there, but yeah. So I don't know why I have everything aligned to half seconds. I just like it that way. Okay, so this one is actually a bit more unique. So let's go ahead and move thing around here. Ah, there we go. And again, crossfade. Then we're gonna move this over here, and then so this one's kind of interesting, just because of the fact that we actually need to pad this. It's very rare that I do this, but I'm gonna move this all the way over here for the time being. So this one, I added pad a few seconds, and the reason why I did that was originally this kind of crashed in a weird way. The TurboGrafx-16 has a couple different video modes other than like fine adjusting the vertical resolution. It has a double horizontal resolution mode. I think the Super Nintendo kind of has something like that, like pseudo high res. The Genesis has 2 resolution modes as well, and when it crashed, it went into that double resolution mode. And I didn't want to mess with that because that would make editing the videos a little bit more complicated, and I didn't want to deal with it. So, in order to kind of give like um, this whole showing that it crashed to like a black screen kind of, because that's kind of what it did. I'm just going to simulate it by not putting anything there, so it's kind of like that. So we're just going to I need to figure out where I want to put this. So what was it? Iteration 7, I believe. Usually for things that crash, I'll let it linger for like a few seconds. So I want to say 1, 2, maybe here. I might make it a bit shorter. Let's see how good that looks. That's way too long. We're going to cut it down by like, I want to say maybe here. Yeah, that's pretty good. I think that's a good place to put it. Okay. And this one I didn't bother adjusting to 5 half-second interval. I just let it cut out where it was. Again, very rare that I do that, but it is what it is. There's a lot going on in that one. I actually kind of liked what happened here. That's why I decided to keep it. But when it was here, yeah, no fade out there because that's kind of what it does. So, all right, let's bring iteration 7 back in. Boom. Okay. so okay, so this is okay, just one clip. So that's 8. All right. Again, if anyone has any questions just about me or the channel in general, feel free to speak up. Because again, this is kind of just tedious work. But we're almost done. We're at iteration 8 now, so that's good. Actually, all these are one clip, so this should go by pretty quickly here. So it's just a matter of moving shit around a little bit more. So again, any questions, feel free to ask. Nearly done. Actually, while I'm doing this, I might want to mention that because this took so many iterations or so many corruptions to get these results, I'm considering, I'm going to talk with my patrons about this if they're cool with it, because they're the ones that choose these videos. I'm thinking about taking a quick little sidetrack and finding out if I need to just corrupt less in general, because this took forever to get all this done. Um, so I might take Super Mario Brothers and run some experiments, I guess would be the best way to put it. So that might take, a few days worth of time. Go. Again, half second fade out. Then move this over here. Now iteration 10. I need to pee. I'll pee later. All right. Then and that should do it. And then there's no outro here because we're going to make the outro in HD. So or basically what the TurboGrafx-16 is going to get, changed to, which I believe would be an interesting resolution now that I'm thinking about it, because the higher vertical resolution is also going to affect the aspect ratio as well. So it's going to be an interesting calculation. That's for sure. Okay. So we should probably save this now. That was the last game I did. So Bonk's Revenge. So Brad corrupts Bonks. No apostrophe here because it messes things up with like PowerShell and whatnot. So much as I like Windows, there are certain bugs with like PowerShell and whatnot that man, I can't think of anything to ask. Yeah, it's fine. It's not a big deal. Just giving you the opportunity. Questions are not mandatory. It's just something to kind of clear the air while I'm working on this video. So we now have the full project. So next up is actually making the video. So we need to render. Oh shit. We need to make a new we need to make, so GB, Lagarith, NES Lagarith, customize template. So we need to change the frame rate to what we were using before. There isn't an option to select the same frame rate as the project because that would just be too easy. So we need to make a new one. And it's 59.826. So 59.826. So there we go. So, and then we'll call it TG16 lags. And save. So, boom. And we'll make it a favorite. So in video cache, it's just where I just do all my video encoding. It's just, it's on the SSD, so it's the fastest place to do it. So Brad Crow, sponsor friends, AVI. Now, the nice thing about Vegas is if it detects that like the codec and the settings are all correct, it will not re-encode if it feels like it doesn't need to, so it's like really fast. So if we've done everything correctly, it should just be you'll see in the preview no recompression needed, and that's what we want. So let's go ahead and render and see what happens here. It's taking its sweet time to do it though. Yeah, there we go. No recompression required. So we're just going to now. Of course, whenever it does like some sort of crossfade or something like that, or the title cards, you'll see it. But 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 currently it's just doing its thing. I don't even think it's using that much in the way of it's definitely right into the C drive. So if you're curious here, that's what it's doing here. So um so get a look inside the computer. So while it's rendering this really quick, um, I do want to say that in the coming months I'm going to try and upgrade this thing, and I think that's going to be really fun because you know once so this is an old i7 4771 at 3.5 gigahertz. Not really fast by today's standards, and I want to get a good Zen 4 processor next year, or the beginning of next year. So it's finished again in a few months if everything goes well. Um, since so, and I think this will be a lot faster because you know that this is a slow processor, this is slow memory. Even though this is an SSD, this is a crappy SSD. This computer is so old it doesn't how to put this um doesn't have NVMe. So yeah, that kind of sucks. But that so now we've got a nice and this is the middle part of the video. This is all the video game footage. So what we need to do next is we need to make an intro and an outro. We need to make an outro because one TG16 is a different resolution. Two, we lost a patron. So this guy, Gatorbox, I mean, he was only doing like $1 a month, so you know it's not that big of a loss. But I guess, given the fact that it's been a few months since I've made a video, just because I've just been busy with other things. I'm gonna turn the light on here. There we go. Um, you know, since it's been busy making a few things, or since I've been busy making a few things, or not making a few things, just busy with life. There we go, busy with life. It's just been a while. That and it took a while to do all of the TurboGrafx-16 research and all that fun stuff. Um, you know, I hadn't made a video in a while. Maybe he thought that my channel had just died off, and he was just like, "This isn't worth it anymore." And you know, it happens. But I still got like my main patrons. I wish I had more patrons. Honestly, if I had like, I don't know, 100 patrons or something like that, and that would be like what $500 a month. Um, I would probably, you know, do this a lot more. Uh, I'd probably put a lot more effort into it. But it is what it is. Anyway, um, so this is what we're gonna do. I'm going to leave this here just for the time being, and I'm gonna uh, let's see here. Be right back. I'm just going to go to the restroom really quick, and then I'll be right back. So anyway, it'll just take me a minute. Okay, sorry about that. So, um, let me take a look at this here. We can go and there we go. All right, so um, I think what we need to do next is let's see here, 16:9 res. So it's going to be x by 1856. So honestly, if we divide by 9 and then times it by 16, that should give us the horizontal resolution for kind of pillboxing it into YouTube. So anyway, so that's what we're gonna do. Where's calculator again? Here you are. Okay, so 1856. So we're gonna divide by 9, and then we're going to times it by 16. I guess 3300. I suppose. I'm hoping that that's what it does. So we're gonna say it's gonna be 3300 by 1856. So that's going to be the size of the project. So what we're going to do next is some virtual dub. So now what we have is where I need to find. Let's go here. Go into disk, and then now we're in video cache. Okay, so here's Bunk's Revenge. It's about 1.5 gigabytes. So that's Lagarith. When we convert to ZMDB, it'll probably be actually smaller, even though it's a much larger file size, just because of how ZMDB works. So I'm gonna move this in here. So I'm not gonna do this because it would just take too many computing resources, and trying to stream while doing that at the same time is just going to be bad. So so this is, I'm just going to show you really quick how I do this. So we're going to use zip motion, and then the color depth needs to be changed because it doesn't like 24-bit. It has to be 32-bit. So you can only do 32 or 16-bit color because the MDB is kind of dumb. It works well, and then for the and then we need to resize this. So we're going to add a filter for resizing. So we're going to take the aspect ratio here, 800 by 700. So, and nearest neighbor is important for this because you don't want to be a blurry mess. You want to be nice, clean, sharp pixels. So nearest neighbor, and you know it's going to be uniform pixels because we're doing integer scaling here. That's the important part. It's integer scaling. And then you letterbox to a 16:9 aspect ratio. So it gets letterboxed to. Wait, what? Did I fuck up? Oh, I know I did wrong. I mean, it's not a huge deal, but I know what I did wrong. Ah, fuck. I times it by 800, didn't I? So I know exactly what I did wrong because it's 8.7, not 7.8. Yeah, so mistakes happen, even on stream. Shit. That's fuck. Which means I need to let me find. I'm just gonna go in here really quick and just go like this, because that was a mistake on my part. So Where? Oh, yeah, I know what I need to change. Just this guy. So, it should be 1624. I was wondering why that didn't seem right. So we're just going to change canvas size, essentially cropping it to 1624. Yeah, I am a fucking moron. Okay, there we go. So that's safe. So yeah, that was my dumbass. Okay. So 2887 by 1624. God damn it. Okay. Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made. Let me fix that in my thing here. 1624, dumbass. Okay. And this is not going to be 3300. It's going to be 2887. And then this is going to be 1624. Yep, that was dumb. Okay, it's fine. Uh, that should have an E in it, by the way, Brad. There we go. So, anyway, so yeah, that makes a bit more sense. So 2887 by 1624. Okay, good. I don't like the fact that it's an odd number, but whatever. It should still work. So, if you look, now it's if we make this like 12%. No, not 25%. You can see that it's in the proper aspect ratio. So that will be good. I like how he's just bonking his head like that. It's kind of funny. So, and then what I'm going to do, I'll do this later, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to split this into parts, and then I have a script, and it should be in my video cache here. So can I edit? There we go. No, I don't want to use a PowerShell. I say, what the fuck are you doing? Okay, so I didn't want to do that. So, but you know what? Whatever. That's fine. So I just have like kind of like just a quick for loop that just starts a process. And it'll do it like 6 times, and that will, because ZMBV is not multi-threaded, so splitting things up and like having it do jobs 6 at a time will utilize all my CPU, and it'll be faster. So that's something I started to do this year. Maybe last year too. I can't remember when I started to do that. So yeah, that's nice. So I'll do that later. But I'm trying to look at the time here and see how much more time we have. So next up would be this is going to be a pain in the ass because of the fact that, again, I need to make kind of like new new assets for TurboGrafx-16 for various things here. So energy. So I'm going to recut that later, but let's make the intro and outro. That's gonna be fun. All right, so so let me minimize this out. We'll deal with this later, but I'm going to assume that I had no rendering errors here. I'm going to double check that later. Sometimes Vegas will fuck up and not render frames. But I think I fixed all that where it doesn't really do that anymore. But we need a new project. So, new. Now, this is going to be like this. However, we're going to have a different width and height, obviously. So, let's look at my notes. That's not my notes. There we go. So, Yeah, that's fine. Let's see here. So I need to do this. So the width is going to be that much, and the height is going to be this much. We're going to call it TG16 HD 232. So again, because I think the vertical resolution can change and that can fuck things up. So okay. So first up is we need the intro card. So we're going to go. I'm gonna just do a quick thing here, and we're going to go to the cover project. Okay. So, um, wow. How gay are you? I am not. Why am I being targeted these ads? Okay. To dom dominio con respaldo 24/7. Yes, I am aware that I live in Colombia. Goddamn cover project. Really? Anyway, so we need to go down to where is it? Oh, here it is. Okay, so we need bonk here. So wow, they really could like fuck off with their ads. The thing about in private windows is uh they don't use extensions, so I just get hit with fucking ads, which is really fucking annoying. So uh wait, custom cover. So hold up. Um, are these like? Do they not have official covers? I want like a Bonk's Adventure. They're all custom covers. Um, Stand by really quick. I want to see what actual covers look like. TG. Hold on. Like how everything is in. I mean, I mean, this there. So why does the cover project not have um? Let's see here, Bonk's Revenge. Bonk's Revenge box art. Box. Just put this in quotes. See that should be that should be the TurboGrafx-16 like box art. So okay. So what's this bullshit? Well, I'm sorry. It should be Monk's Revenge. So what's this bullshit? Why isn't it this? What the fuck cover project? Like really? Like what the fuck is this shit? Okay, so that's the box and that's like the case for it. So it should be so it should be this. Seriously, what the fuck? Yes, I meant that. So, um, This is going to be one of those rare cases where I'm going to have to actually get something outside of the cover project because apparently they're kind of pants on head retarded when it comes to when it comes to when it comes to covers for the TurboGrafx-16. Seriously, this is disappointing. Very, very disappointing. It's the only thing I can really say about that. Like, really, guys? You're just gonna fuck me over like that? Fine, whatever. Okay, so we're going to let's take a look at this one really quick. As long as it's a high res image, it isn't really, but we can do this. Actually, let's not do that. Let's can we do this instead? There we go. Okay. um, everything's in fucking Spanish. All right. Remember, Google sees that I'm in Colombia. Is like, oh, you must want this in Spanish, So we need to find nice, clean image at a nice high resolution. Hey, there. That's not. I mean, I like it, but it's not what I'm looking for. Let me try this again. Yeah, wrong thing here. Yeah, that's about as close as I'm going to get it, unfortunately, which is not ideal, but fuck it, whatever. It's fine. Let's just save it. So, just a bunch of personal downloads, which honestly, it's not that big of a deal, but yeah, there's nothing bad in here. It's just there we go. Okay. Um, so we now have it, which again is a really shitty, you know, it's not up to my standards, but this is apparently the best that I could get that's official box art. So I'm still annoyed that it's like that, but what can you do? So this is what we're going to do with this. We're going to minimize this for the time being. And we're going to minimize this. So now what we need to do is we need to make um, a new TurboGrafx-16 sort of thing here. So this is going to be a pain in the butt. So let me look here. I need to go back into here it is. So assets. So I need to, I think it's in PSDs, which I should probably rename into XCFs because I don't use I don't use PSDs anymore. Like I did way back in 2011. Um, so I moved from Photoshop to GIMP because it just made sense to me. Um, this is why I need to reorganize these things because I keep forgetting which one I want to open. So I want to say we're gonna go based off of intro, no commentary. I think it's this one. Let me see. Look, man. That looks right. Let me resize this here. There we are. Okay. So, and then there we go. All right. So this is kind of just my thing that I do here. So step one would be to be very lazy about this and just scale it to fuck. What was it again? 2887. and make sure it's linked. Okay, so 2887. There we go. And what was it? Well, it was 1624, right? Yeah. So that's what we're going to scale. We're not going to do any interpolation. We're just going to hope that it doesn't look like shit when we scale this. Looks fine to me. I mean, yeah, it's good enough. It's fine. All right, so um, now what we need to do is we need to change number of bytes and total number of corruptions. And the thing about this is with GIMP, whenever you do this sort of scaling, it has a hard time with it, because when you want to adjust things, it's like, oh yeah, you scaled this and now you have to make a new one, or something like that. So total number of bytes corrupted was like, what? I think it was like 133. Yep, 133. So we gotta change this. The layer you selected is a tick there, but it's another time you let's see here. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a new layer, and then we'll just delete the old one. So you can see that can we make this okay. We're gonna make the opacity of this like really like and then what we have to do is we kind of need to change kind of like the font size just a smidgen to make it match. So that's why I kind of made it. I want to say that's close enough, 97. And then we've got to do it here as well. Create a new layer, and this one we're going to again. Actually, why don't I just do the same scaling here? Okay, so actually this is different scaling now that I'm looking at it. So this is closer to like 93. So now that we kind of have at the very least a very similar scaling for both, now we should be good. So this is going to be 133. I'm wondering why that seems so off. I mean, it's kind of weird. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be close. But somehow that one is like practically perfect, but the other one, for some reason, told me to go fuck with myself. Don't know why, but it did. Wait, hold up. Oh, I think I got rid of the wrong. There we go. So, okay, so this one we need to get rid of. So 133, and this was insane. This is why I'm going to start. I really need to stop clicking the wrong text file here. So, it was what? Oh, 265. That's right. So now comes the fun part, which is getting this Bonk's Adventure in here. So usually I just do select all, copy, then select the background, paste. And it's tiny. Okay, so we actually need to kind of move it and scale it. So so we are going to do it like this. And where's my scaling tool? Here it is. So it's like, I think I can get away with this, maybe. Um, we'll scale it to like 1,000 pixels, which looks about right. We might have to scale it down to like 950 or something like that, just because I think it's going to clip into scale. So let me see if this will align well. Yeah, that's kind of damn it. Okay, so that's not gonna work. So let's try to scale this again. We'll do 975 and then try to 950. We'll do 950. That might work. So there's probably an easier way to do this. It's just man, it's still clipping into corruptions. I should have made this smaller at some point. It's kind of restricts me a bit. Um, anyway, it's not a huge deal, but it is kind of annoying. I am not a graphic designer. I'm not good at these things. But let me think here. Let's try it again. This time 875 maybe. So maybe I don't know. Yeah, I guess 875 will be fine. Now what we need to do is we need to align it in between the text here just to make that a little bit better. Again, I'm pretty sure there are people out there cringing at background. Background. I need to, okay, actually, hold on. I'm just going to try and, this is by no means, what we're going to do is, now if we take this and relative to selection, and then just do this. There you go. So, there we go. That should be fine. Any sneeze? Besides, it's not a very high resolution image anyway, so it's not like it's the end of the world. But this should go good. So what we're going to do is we're going to export this into Box Adventure. Not Box Adventure. I'm sorry, Box Adventure. Can't even remember the game. I'm corrupting. All right, so we'll call it Intro 0. Intro images. Now, I'm going to just get rid of this really quick. And we're going to save this as intro commentary. Why do we call it no commentary? Again, I really need to go through these things and kind of clean up because so that it's less confusing for me. Basically, TurboGrafx-16 dash again. Oh wait. Here it is. Yeah, use again. Hello. So this was. I've had that. I had my mic up this whole time. Whoops. Which means, oh god, I probably had the mic up ever since I went to the bathroom. Damn it. Oh well, that was my mistake. Yeah. Things happen, but at least you got to see what I think it was only like 5-10 minutes. Oh, maybe I sneezed and I. Oh well. Okay, if it was only 5 or 10 minutes, it's not that big of a deal. But no, that's just embarrassing. Anyways, this is the old Brad Corrupts sort of thing that I made. Anyway. Uh, Interestingly enough, I think I only have like I want to say 45 minutes to complete this. So, and I got to use the restroom again. So I'm trying to think, should I do that now and then come back or yeah. Yeah, I'm just going to let's see here. Well, again, it'll only take a few minutes here. So, give me like a minute. Fucking rain, man, I swear. Still raining. So, all right. So we got another 40 minutes or so to get this to get the stream done at least. So let's take a look at this here. Whoa, that's not what I wanted. We'll see. So, now we need to make the second intro. So that's going to be the anti-Apple. I think. Let me take a look at something here really quick. So I believe that, yeah, Dustin is the only one that requested this, so that's good. It's probably this one here. Yep. So this video was made on computers that do not suck. I don't put don't because that font doesn't have an apostrophe for some reason, so I put do not. Fuck Apple and its users, think correctly. I think I blame the following patrons for this. Oh, why am I so anti-Apple? It's a good question. I'll try to be brief about it. I just don't. I just hate the user base. I hate the community. I hate the marketing. They think that they're better than us because they paid a lot more for a crappy machine because they can't handle a real computer. They are too much of a bitch to be able to handle, a decent computer. So they need, a computer for toddlers basically. Um, because I went on the internet for 2 minutes on my Windows machine, and now all my files are encrypted because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. So they're for idiots. They're for fucking morons. And then they have the gall to think it's like, I have a Mac. I am so much better than you. You and your crappy little Dell. I don't get viruses on my Mac. And they kind of have this snobbery that just because they paid a whole bunch more money for their piece of shit that they think they're better than us. And no, that's not how it works. Fuck Apple and fuck them. So, and I've had that view for over 20 years. So, yeah. So to Apple and its community, fuck you. So, yeah. Anyway, and this is also kind of another reason why I made a channel is I wanted to show that you could make media, you could make videos without having to drink the Kool-Aid, so to speak. You didn't. You don't need a fucking Mac to make videos. I mean, sure, my videos don't have like the greatest effects or anything like that, but I don't need them. And there are plenty of people out there that make beautiful, visual effects rich videos without having to touch anything by Apple. So yeah, there's this misconception that if you're getting into media, you need to use a Mac, and I wanted to kind of prove that that's not true. And that's this conception that really needs to go away, because you can do video production on whatever the fuck you want. Sorry. So it's another reason why, like I said, it's one of the primary reasons why I created this channel. So, Dustin Vacuum, right? So, we need to. This cat is annoying me. Okay. Hi. This cat really wants pets. Shit. So, actually, we need to do two things. We need to. So this one's gonna kind of be. Let's see here. Scale image. What was it again? 2887. That is not what I wanted to pull up. That was just work. So, 2887. So the interpolation on this is kind of tricky because you've got an anti-Apple graphic in there. So if you do none, it's going to look like crap. I'm going to try linear and hope for the best. And just kind of take a look at this and see. See, that's the problem with linear, is it's going to do that shit. But if I don't do that, this is going to look like shit. So this is actually, I think this was already kind of scaled in a weird way. Yeah, see, it's gonna fuck all that up. But Control Z. Um, I mean, we could try it with none and see how bad it looks. When you have mixed media like this, it's kind of tricky to, you know. We'll do none, see what happens. And I mean, it's not that bad. Let's see how this looks at 100. You see, you get this weird. See, like right here. Um, I gotta think of a good way to do this without looking like ass. If anyone has any suggestions, by all means, because yeah, this isn't gonna work. Control Z. Um, Scale image. You know what? We're going to do. I got an idea. It's gonna be jank, but I just got an idea. So no, just get rid of this text layer. Just go the fuck away. Delete. Okay. So we're going to just select this and there we go. Now we are going to again, this is just kind of now we're going to scale like this. No interpolation. Scale. Now we're going to paste this and we're going to just do this and we are going to try and let's see. We want to maybe do 700, 650. That looks good. Scale. Now that looks cleaner, and everything else looks cleaner. So it's like don't worry, guys, I got this. So now we need to so and now okay. There we go. That should be cleaner and centered and good. So how's that look? I think it looks good. I think I think we're good here. So now we want to save this as no, Apple TG16. Save. Yay. All right. Now we can go ahead and put in Dustin Vacuum. I did it do Dustin Vacuum or did it do Creed Braddock? I keep fucking forgetting. Was I can't remember. No, that was Mark. I'm trying to remember. Maybe Donkey Kong 94 had him. Maybe. No, that was Custaro. Fuck, what was the trying, trying to remember which ones he's done. Legends of Zelda, Life Force, I think it was one of them. Creed Braddock. There we go. Okay. That's what I wanted. Okay. So, all right, so yeah, couldn't remember. He goes by several different names, and I can't remember what I keep crediting him as. So Creed. So it's going to be, yeah. So Creed. So how you spell? All right. So first off, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's that. So we need to make this, I don't know, 200. No, yeah, like around 200 or so. Yeah, that works. Okay. So now we need to yep. Now okay. Now we just kind of have to being being it doesn't have to be pixel perfect, but has to be close enough. There we are. So that should be good. Okay. Now what we have to do is go into this here. Okay, Bonk's Revenge. Then intros 1. Okay. Now we've got the intro stuff done. So that's good. Um so now we just need to put that into Vegas. Along with like iteration 1, that sort of thing. So we're gonna minimize this out. We already got. Oh, you know what? We need to fix that too. Oh no, wait, that is correct, isn't it? 1624. Okay, yeah, no. That's good. That's good. So now we're gonna need to go into That's the wrong one. So where the hell is Bunk's Revenge? Oh, they're right in front of me. Okay, so we need to just grab these. So we got those. Now I need to go into my assets. That is the wrong thing. Okay, there we go. Assets. We need Swamp and we need Kirby. So Kirby, because that's for iteration 1, and then after doing this so many times, you think it'd be like second nature to me, but it's not. And then Thwomp, because again, I can't really think of any good TurboGrafx-16 sound effects to use because I barely played it. So it's. So I'm just gonna go with the standard shit. Now live on your channel, making the video also AMA. Yeah. Thanks for letting me know, YouTube. I've been doing this for God knows how long. How many? Almost 2 hours. Almost 2 hours. So, okay. So we got this, and then we need the iteration 1, which should be okay. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. So let's get all these in here. Okay. So we have a Thwomp here, and a Thwomp here. And then we're gonna move this over. We do the half-second fade out, and we move this like this. And we do Kirby. And that's how the intro's done. So pretty basic stuff. So we're going to render with a TG16 lags. We're going to call this intro.avi. And we'll let that load. This shouldn't take long, hopefully. It's only like 8 seconds. Go. So we're going to load up virtual dub here. We'll load up a new virtual dub actually, because this is going to be a bit different. So we're just going to change the color depth and the compression like that. So now we're going to go into the video cache, take intro, and then make this into intro-ZMBV. This can't be the same file size, otherwise it bitches, of course. Yeah, intro-ZMBV, boom. And that is going to render using like 1 frame. And it's going to be tiny. It's when it fades this out though, it's going to take a while. So yeah, see, it's going very slowly, but once it's done, it should be fine. And that's the intro. And what I'll do is I'll use like FFmpeg to stitch everything together and then re-encode the audio as FLAC. We don't have time for that though. We still got to make the outro, which I might have time for. So making the outro, that's going to be fun because we got to make a new finish, and we've got to make and we've got to make a new thanking the patrons, because of the fact that unfortunately we lost one. So we got to remove his name, which sucks, but it is what it is. So we're gonna get rid of Kirby. We're gonna get rid of all this. Okay, because we still need Thwomp for the patrons. So, yeah, this is going to be annoying. So I think it is going to be. Do I have outro somewhere here? We have fin.xcf. I really need to go through this bullshit. Let me look at this really quick, because I think this is like really old. No, I think this is the original. So this is what we're going to do. So we are going to so we're so we are going to let me see here. We're going to do this. Really? No, Control X. Why can't I cut layer? So what the hell? Hold on. Oh, is it? Oh wait, it is visible. It's just barely visible because yeah, that's right. Okay, so this is something that I need it to. Maybe if I do this. Thank you. Okay. Now, you control A the layer for. Yeah, I probably didn't. But I got it. I got it. We're good. All right. So now we need to do a scale image 2877. Wait, no. 2887. There we go. Interrelation none scale. Okay. Now, does anyone remember what opacity that was? Fuck me. Okay, it's fine. And then we're gonna scale it. How much should we scale it actually? Because um, I don't know. Maybe scale it to like. It's like gonna be this. Yeah, that's fine, I guess. Now we need to change the opacity to. God, I think I had it at like 5% or something like that. Maybe 2. I don't fucking remember. 2%'s fine. 2% opacity is good, I guess. 20 minutes left. Okay, so um, we're going to do an export to bin TG16 and 232. Make that into. Again, I really need to fix all this. Shit. I think I forgot to I think I totally forgot to align this. That's not what I wanted. Control Z. Sometimes, and I don't know why. Whenever I try to, there we go. I don't know why it always does that, but like, wait. Okay, Control E. Okay, good. All right, I think we're good. Okay, so now here it is. Okay, so I'm gonna move that into Vegas here. So now we need the 8-bit Tyrion made by Danoct, which we had a falling out like a couple years back, but still gonna use it. Still good. I mean, I don't have any beef with him. He just has beef with me, so whatever. So, um, it is what it is. You know, it sucks, but you know, maybe he's gotten over it. Maybe I need to reach out to him at some point and be like, hey, hopefully you're not still mad. I just haven't gotten around to it. Kind of afraid to in a way. So now we need to find, and you think it'd be easy to find these things, but yeah. So it's a Patreon thanks. So I'm pretty sure it's in my PSDs. Here it is. Patreon thanks GB. Where's the Patreon thanks? You know what? There we go. Okay. We're going to use this guy right here. Okay. Now, we need to... We're going to get rid of this first. Because, well, you know, fuck you. Uh, so, and then, let's see here. Okay. So, this, we need this to be like a dynamic box. There's a way to make, box. Dynamic. Okay. Now, we're going to center this. And we're going to save this, first of all. Because we need that for NES. And now we're going to scale the image. And then Control E to Patreon links, TG 16 232. Export. So we're just back to that. Okay. So now we should have this. So now we should be good. So we need to put this here. So we have a lead in for a half second. Then we take this and we're going to extend this to like here. And then we're going to do a 1 second. This is the only place where I do a 1 second fade in because I think it looks better. And then we do a half second fade out here. And then we grab the thanks. We add a thwomp. And then and then we extend this to like 5 seconds. So that's just another 2.5 seconds to add. So it's like that. Just so that people can read the patrons. So, although they have to read less now. Thanks, Gatorbox. I'm just going to keep ripping on Gatorbox. I don't need your dollar. All right. So, anyway. Hey, Mama Cat. What you doing? So, now we make this one. We're going to call this outro TG16 232. And we're going to say 4 and Nov 22. So 4 is the amount of patrons. Although honestly, I don't think I'm going to get a TG16 corruption for like a long time, hopefully. So I won't have to worry about it too much. But I just want to make sure that I have it in case I need to reuse it. Hopefully, I'll have more patrons and I'll have to remake it. That'd be nice. So render. I think we'll put this into Virtual Dub, and then the next step is essentially splitting the main video up into multiple parts, and then running that script that I showed to make it into to resize it and re-encode it, and that won't take long, but this is essentially, you know, the long and short of it. So we're going to go into the video thing here, and it's going to be this guy. Boom. And we're going to name this, we're just going to call this outro. It's just easier. Hopefully that's, oh, it already exists. No, I don't want to replace it. I need to actually go in here and remove it. So this is from, yeah, so we're going to get rid of this like so. And then we're going to save. So of course that fade is going to take a while to actually go through. Should take just but 40 seconds or so, I think. When I upgrade the computer, it'll take even less time. But the nice thing about when I upgrade the computer is that when I do like that video split, I'll be able to do 30 or so different threads to and it'll be really fast. So look forward to that whenever I get that done. All right. So basically, let's close this out. If we go back here, what we would do is we would like save. I'm not gonna do this right now, but save segmented AVI, and we would we would do it in like 100 megabyte chunks, and that would be enough. I think for this one it'd make, I don't know, 15 or so chunks, and then let it run, and do 6 of them at a time. So 6 for now, but it would be like 30, once I get that upgrade. And then, like I said, I would use FFmpeg to kind of consolidate all of them together. We don't have time to do that, so I'll do that tonight, and then I'll upload the video tonight. But this should show. This basically kind of shows how I put everything together. So just to recap, though, I used to just do this all at once, and I would just hit the render right now. But so color depth is 32-bit. Compression is, of course, ZipMotion block video, and I have this kind of hacked to where it does the highest compression. I went through the source code and changed it and recompiled it, so that was pretty fun. And then the filter is the really important bit. So again, you got to make sure that you're doing 800 by 700 to fit the proper aspect ratio, and then you pillar box it to 16:9. Make sure that it's nearest neighbor. And then that will give you a very clean image that will compress well. That's why nearest neighbor is so important, is so that when you use lossless compression, you want very simple pixels. You don't want pixels blending or anything like that. So I had to do that way back in the day when YouTube was only 30 frames a second, so you would have blended frames because you had to, because it was you had to blend two frames together. But in this instance, not so much. My cat wants to say hi, apparently. Hi, cat. So maybe I'll leave you with some cat love here. So if I turn off the background removal, this is what it looks like here. But this cat is trying to really trying to say hi. So she's gonna go and say hi. This is Mama Cat. So anyway, let me go ahead and turn this back on. So that I think that will about do it for this for this stream. The next stream will be annotating some, like maybe the first couple of iterations. So you'll kind of see how I do my annotations, and then after that I'll release the video. So in any case, that should about do it. So again, good having you guys, and I'll see you for the next stream, and then after that I'll release the video. Patrons will get early access to the video though, so keep that in mind. Be a patron and you can get that. So anyways, bye.